Since last fall, the state's new bag law has impacted almost every retail business.
But Kiro 7's Jesse Jones wants to know why that state-mandated fee is also subject to sales tax.
I've got some that need to get washed.
A simple request for a bag has Stephanie Yazel feeling taxed.
And he said, that's 9 cents. And I said, 9 cents? The bag fee is 8. And he said, it's taxable.
Hopefully it encourages people to bring their own bags.
Yep. Dan Schachter from Ken's Market in Seattle says the state's bag fee, which was enacted last fall, is subject to sales tax.
Every 8-cent bag is a 9-cent charge to the consumer.
Every time.
Every time. And if it's a double bag, that's 18 cents.
But it's not pennies when you multiply it by the amount of commerce that goes on in a state in a day or a week or a month.
It's a lot.
I have a problem with the taxing of a fee. To me, that's just another way to stick your hand in somebody's pocket.
Why are we taxing the fee?
Right, so really the way it's set up is they are selling that bag. So that bag is a sale. So in this state, we tax sales.
Strom Peterson wrote the first bag law in the state as a councilman for the city of Edmonds more than a decade ago. As a state representative, he is the force behind the state law that went into effect last October. His goal? Singular.
This law will reduce the factor of plastic bags in Washington by millions, literally millions of bags of those thin little flimsy plastic bags won't be used in Washington.
But is the law working for grocers?
We haven't really seen, more people bring their own reusable bags. The volume of paper bags that come out the store are about the same.
Dan's store goes through 17,000 paper bags a month.
Do you break even with the fee or not?
No, these paper bags here cost us 26 cents a piece.
And according to the Department of Ecology, the law impacts almost all retail businesses.
Clothing stores, McDonald's, so most any restaurant retail.
Laura Davies is the Solid Waste Program Manager for the Department of Ecology, the agency that enforces the law.
Thin film plastic bags, and they need to be replaced by reusable bags by customers, or customers can buy a paper bag that has 40% recycled content to it, or a thicker filmed plastic bag.
I'm very curious who gets the tax. I'm curious whether the city gets the tax or the state gets the tax, but whoever gets it.
The fee goes back to the business. The sales tax? Well, for Stephanie, she lives in Kirkland, which is in King County, so the majority of that 10.1% sales tax rate goes to the state and the Regional Transportation Authority.
We've seen some businesses that should be charging the bag fee, and they don't. But because of COVID, the enforcement rollout has been real slow. And since no one's been taken to task yet, I won't be a snitch. But I know who you are. Is this helping?
Yes, this is a big deal.
Heather Trim is from the nonprofit group Zero Waste Washington. She says if we don't get a handle on the plastic bags, we're all going to pay because of dangerous microplastics that leach into our waterways.
I think we are at that moment. I think we're at the tipping point.
And so, will this sea of change really make a difference?
And so we've been monitoring and trying to understand.
According to Dr. Erin Meyer, Director of Conservation Programs at the Seattle Aquarium, the answer is yes.
Take a deep breath. Take a sip of your coffee. You're having some microplastics with your breakfast every morning. You're having some microplastics every time you breathe in. We know that we're breathing and drinking and eating microplastics every single day. So are the animals that live in the ocean.
So the bag fee is taxed, and the current solution to all of this is in the back of your car. It's where the reusable bags are. Use them. Use them, please, use them. Now, according to the Department of Ecology, there have been 300 complaints about the bag fee since it's come in. If a store decides not to charge, it's $250 per incident fine that will be levied by the Department of Ecology. I'm told they haven't fined anyone on this yet. In Seattle, Jesse Jones, Kiro 7 News.
Well, Jesse, it sounds like the grocers are kind of in a tough spot here trying to enforce this and check everybody's bag. What do they have to say about all this?
Well, I spoke to the Washington Food Industry Association, and they say for many small rural grocers, the fee has become a significant cost driver and forced increased costs to offset the expense for bags. So for the smaller places, it's tough. I mean, big places like your Fred Meyers and your QFCs and your Safeways, well, they're used to paying that. But the smaller guys, it's a whole different deal.
Well, Jesse, you just confessed with that video to having all those reusable bags in your trunk. We all have them. So good reminder. We can maybe make a pact to use them. Thank you so much. Now, if you at home have something you want Jesse to investigate, give him a call. 844-77-JESSE. You can also submit story ideas on jessejones.com.